Bike thefts are a bigger problem than you might think. Nearly 150,000 bikes were reportedly stolen all across the country last year, and it's rare that an owner would get their bike back. Andrew Hopner is your reporter in Jefferson County and joins us live tonight. And Andrew, you learned about one department in your community that's hoping to change that.
Yeah, Wheat Ridge is not necessarily the largest police department in the metro Denver area. And when they come across bikes, be they part of an investigation for evidence, whether it's because they are stolen or whether they're just found in unclaimed property, they find themselves with too many bikes and nowhere to put them. Well, now they've partnered up with a couple of community organizations that are taking those bikes and giving them right back to the community.
I'll hand to you.
At the Wheat Ridge City Shops, Steve Selly helps load bikes onto trucks.
It seems like there have been more and more bikes available over the course of the last, I'd say, 2 to 3 years.
His group repurposes them to give them out to communities in need.
Just this last spring, we provided bikes to Hackberry Hill Elementary.
With him this morning is Kelly Blinn, whose group does the same.
This can help us, connect high school students or, people who can't afford a bike with that access to transportation.
The bikes come from the Wheat Ridge Police Department.
This is the best thing that we can do with these bikes and this property in general to put it to good use.
They can be bikes that are stolen, found unused on city property, or evidence in an investigation. They've become a more common item picked up by PDs across the metro. And there's a question of what to do with them.
You collect a lot of evidence through the course of all of these hundreds and thousands of investigations that happen throughout the course of the year.
If someone doesn't come forward first.
Write down that serial number, because if your bike gets lost or it gets stolen, that is a key to report that to your local law enforcement agency.
As everyone tries to put back into the community the bikes that get taken out.
We need to find homes for them. And so the more relationships that we have with folks in the community that are interested in transportation and interested in giving these bikes some TLC and giving them to families who really need them or sending them to places where they could go to good use, that's a win-win for everybody.
Now here's some news you can use. When you get the serial number of your bike, say, God forbid, you get a bike stolen here in Wheat Ridge, or it's picked up and ends up in another town like Arvada or even Denver. If you have that number and you report it to police, there's a chance that that serial number is going to pop up on another jurisdiction's database. And so there's a better chance you might find your bike even if it's not in your town, helping to cut down on those thefts, but also to make sure those bikes stay alive and have a second chance in the community. Here in Wheat Ridge, I'm Andrew Hopner, covering Colorado First.
Yeah, good tips for everyone, Andrew. Thank you. Andrew is your reporter in Jefferson County. He wants to tell the stories that matter to you and your community. You can send him your news tips through cbscolorado.com. You can also give him a call on our tips line or shoot him an email at yourreporter@cbs.com.